Good day, students. My name is Leitu Q Amper. Welcome to our class. So, let's proceed today and kindly arrange this word. Anyone? Yes, Miss Alama? Sir, that is curriculum. Yes, that is a curriculum. So, today we will going to have our objectives. At the end of the lesson, the students should be able to define the nature of curriculum, perform their teaching experiences through any other discipline, show willingness and cooperation in class and group activities. So, here's the definition of curriculum. Nature of curriculum definition. The concept of curriculum is as dynamic as changes that occur in society. In its narrow sense, curriculum is viewed merely as listing of subjects to be taught in school. In a broader sense, it refers to the total learning experiences of individuals not only in schools but in society as well. Some definitions of curriculum. Curriculum is planned and guided set of learning experiences and intended outcomes formulated through systematic reconstruction of knowledge and expresses under the auspices of the school for the learner's continuous and willful growth in personal and social competence, according to Daniel Tanner in 1980. It is written documents that systematically describes goals, planned objectives, content, learning activities, evaluation procedures, and so forth. That's according to Pratt in 1980. The contents of the subject, concept, and tasks to be acquired, planned activities, and desired learning outcomes and experiences, product of culture and an agenda to reform society to make up a curriculum. Thus, according to Schubert in 1987, a, a curriculum, according to Haas 1987, a curriculum includes all the experiences that individual learners have in a program of education whose purpose is to achieve broad goals and related specific subjects, which is planned in terms of framework of theory and research or past and present practices. And according to Grandi in 1987, it is a program of activities or by teachers and pupils designed so that pupils will attain so far as possible certain educational and other schooling ends or objectives. So, points of view of other curricularies. So, curriculum from traditional point of view. In the early years of 20th century, the traditional concept held of the curriculum is that it is a body of subject or subject matter prepared by teachers for the students to learn. It was synonymous to the course of study and syllabus. In, according to Robert M. Hutchins views curriculum as permanent studies, where the role of grammar, reading, rhetoric, and logic and math for basic education are emphasized. The 3 R's and college education should be grounded on liberal education. And Arthur Bistor is an essentialist, believed that the mission of the school should be intellectual training, hence curriculum focused on the fundamental intellectual disciplines of grammar, literature, and writing. It should also include math, science, history, and foreign language. And according to Joseph Zwaff, Schwab, Zwaff thinks the sole source of curriculum is a discipline. Thus, the subject areas such as English, math, science, social studies, and others. In college, discipline may include humanities, sciences, languages, and many more. He coined the word discipline as a rolling doctrine for curriculum development. In letter D, Phoenix asserts that curriculum should consist entirely of knowledge which comes from various disciplines, and curriculum from progressive points of view. On the other hand, to a progressivist, a listing of school subjects, syllabi, course of study, and list of courses or specific discipline do not make a curriculum. This can only be called curriculum if the written materials are actualized by a learner. Broadly speaking, curriculum is defined as the total learning experiences of the individuals. And John A. Dewey believes that the education is experiencing. He believed that reflective thinking is a means unifies curricular elements. Thought is not derived from action but tested by application. Holland, Caswell, and Ken Campbell viewed curriculum as all experiences children have under the guidance of teachers. And letter C, Othniel Smith, William Stanley, and Harian Shore define curriculum as a sequence of potential experiences set in the school for the purpose of disciplining children and youth in group ways of thinking and acting. In letter D, Colin Marsh and George Willis view curriculum as all the experiences in the classroom which are planned and enacted by the teacher and also learned by the students. So, instructions. One of your members act as teacher or facilitator to guide or experiencing and enhancing the learner's skills in their specific discipline. Here's the criteria. So the assignment is, please do advanced study about major compositions. Thanks.